Hey there, it's Pizza Peel here. We're gonna be doing a upgrade to the Velociraptor Commander deck. I'm gonna have Twitch chat in here helping me out, but if you guys got any ideas, just throw them down there in the comments. Like and subscribe, hit the bell, all that. This upgrade is brought to you by One For All Games. Check us out on Whatnot. We stream Rippin' Ships on there. I do Magic the Gathering on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. So go ahead and check that out. You can also visit us at our TCG player store online. Okay, so we got the Velociraptor Commander deck. I'm super excited for this. Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm ripping it open now. Finally. There she is. This is Pantlaza Sun Favored. It's a 2 Anaya legendary creature dinosaur 4/4. And it has whenever Pantlaza Sun Favored or another dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may discover X, where X is that creature's toughness. Do this only once each turn. So discover is exile cards from the top of your library into exile a non-land card with that mana cap value or less. Cast it without paying its mana cost, or put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom in a random order. So it's kind of like Cascade, but better. I think it's way better, actually. You can decide to put it in your hand if you want to. So Discovered's almost just like Cascade, but you don't have to cast it right away. So, but I'm excited for this. So it comes with like a little deck box. I collect these too. Oh, sweet. This is back from a long time ago. They used to give us all kinds of cool stuff in the commander decks, like these little life counters. They're not going to do that anymore, and they're not going to have the collector sample pack anymore either. I guess they're losing too much money. Kit, go play with garbage, buddy. He loves garbage. Oh, look at this. I may actually keep this. See, this is awesome. Wizards did so cool with this stuff. They give you a freaking whole poster with your commander on it. It's awesome. We got a collector sample pack. So potentially, and I really need it today. I'd had a stressful day. Potentially there could be a mana crypt in here. I know it's banned in commander, but that would be really sick. So this is just a sample pack. So I think you get like 1, maybe 2 cards. So let's rip this baby open. Might get some goodies for the deck. So yeah, you get, I think 2. So we get this little, there's more where that came from. Intrepid Paleontologist. And an Isquith Firstborn Gishath in foil. But hey, that's still pretty cool. I might use them in another deck or something. Seems cool. All right. So we're just going to go through the deck and see what's in here. Ooh, this is back when they gave you the big one. Look at that. They give you an etched foil thick one. I'm actually probably going to use that as the commander because it's so cool. And then this is the token package. All right. So we got Watya. Wait a Trainer Prodigy. So this is the secondary commander. Precons usually give you like one main commander, like the face commander, and then they give you a secondary one, so you can kind of play around with both of them. And they put both mechanics in the deck, so you can take out stuff, make another deck, whatever. You can move it around. But yeah, she's Naya for a 1/5 legendary creature human warrior with haste. You could pay 2 and a green, tap target creature you control fights another target creature. This ability costs 2 less to activate if it targets 2 creatures you control. So if you have a dinosaur fight another dinosaur, some effect will happen. Some of these dinosaurs have like effects when they take damage, so it's called Enrage, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna go in that direction or not. But if a creature you control being dealt damage causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So it triggers those twice. Bellowing Aegisaur. See, this one has the Enrage ability. Whenever it's dealt damage, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. Pretty high mana cost. Not sure if I'm gonna keep it in the deck. Generous Gift, we all know what that does. Destroy target permanent. I might not even keep that in the deck either. Majestic Heliopterus, the flying dinosaur. Attacks another target dinosaur whenever you control, gains flying to the end of turn. Flying dinos, not that bad. Path to Exile, solid removal. Earthshaker Dreadmaw, 4/2 green, a 6/6 dinosaur creature with trample. When Earthshaker Dreadmaw enters the battlefield, draw a card for each other dinosaur you control. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna definitely probably keep that in the deck for sure. I've never played dinosaurs before, you know? And if you guys got any ideas of dinosaurs or additions, feel free to throw them in the chat or comment below. I do have a decent stack of upgrades I want to add. It's a big stack. So Ixali's Lore Keeper, 1 and a green, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a dinosaur spell or activate an ability of a dinosaur source. It's like a mana dork. It taps for any color. I think I might keep it. Yeah, I'll throw that in the keep. I was gonna say it's a Birds of Paradise, but yeah, I might just replace it with Birds. I mean, Birds is in every green deck I own except for mono green. Thrashing Brontodon, 3 mana, 3/4, pay 1, sacrifice it, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Otepic Huntmaster. Oh, I actually found this in my bulk. Dinosaur spells cost 1 less to cast. Tap, target dinosaur gains haste on end of turn. Yes, 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 yes. 100% yes. Isquith. That's what we got out of the sample pack. I was hoping for a mana crypt. Yeah, he comes in and fights. I don't know. He's a baby. I don't got no space for babies. Cultivate, always solid. Drover of the Mighty. Gets +2/+2. It's just another mana dork. Yeah, I don't know. I'll keep him in the out pile. Farseek. Ooh, that's nice. A little Farseek. Migration Path. I think we're way above, like, the power level nowadays is higher than this. Like, I'm not gonna have that. We got Sky Shrug Claim and stuff like that. Rampant Growth, always solid. Ranging Raptors. It's 2 and a green for a 2/3 creature dinosaur with enrage. Whenever it's dealt damage, you may search your library for a basic land card, then put it on the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. I'm gonna have plenty of ramp in this deck anyway. Savage Stomp. You target a dinosaur you control and put a counter on it. Target fights another one. Not really going to the enrage path, but hey. Thunder Herd Migration as an additional cost. Yeah, it's basically like a rampant growth. Not having it. We got better ramp. Thundering Spineback. Other dinosaurs you control get +1/+1. My dinos are gonna be big already. +1/+1 ain't gonna matter. At Soken Seer. 1 in Selesnya for Human Druid. 2/3. Add 1 mana of any color. You can sacrifice it to return target dinosaur from your graveyard to your hand. I mean, it's got some decent recursion, but once those dinosaurs are extinct, they're extinct. Raging Regisaur. 2 in Gruul for a 4/4 dinosaur. Whenever Raging Regisaur attacks, it deals 1 damage to any target. That's actually kind of nice. I might keep that. Get rid of like a Blood Artist or something, you know, on the field. Boom. I'm gonna keep that in there. Or little mana dorks or like little 1/1 tokens. I think that's fun. 3 damage. Raging Swordtooth. 3 in Gruul for a 5/5 creature dinosaur. Trample. When Raging Swordtooth enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each other creature. Oh. So that's a little bit better. 1 damage to any target, which could be a player. But this goes... Oh, it's kind of like a mini board wipe for like little 1/1 creatures and stuff. It's the rhythm of the wild. Whoa, whoa. That's solid. I put it in anything with Gruul, for sure. Arcane Signet, we're gonna need it. That's more ramp. Soul Ring. Oh! Best card in Magic. We all know. Command Tower. Evolving Wilds. I think we're past it. I'm not using them. Jungle Shrine, I think we'll keep in there. I do have the Triome that I might put in there instead. But for now, we'll keep that. Myriad Landscape. So what do you guys think about Myriad Landscape? It's kind of... it's kind of hit or miss sometimes. I'm in green, so I don't think I'm going to worry too much about it. I think I can go without it. Yeah. I usually put it in like mono red, Boros, Rakdos, stuff like that. Bronze Beak Foragers. 3 and a white for a 3/4 creature dinosaur. When it enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls until Bronzebeak leaves the battlefield. What? That's busted. Are you serious? For 4 mana? And then you can pay X and 1 white. Put target card with mana value X exiled with a bronze. Dude, just knock out everybody's soul rings. And then when they try to kill this thing, throw them in their graveyard and I gain all that life. Dude, I might just put this in other decks that I have. That's a solid dino. From the rubble. As from the rubble enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. At the beginning of your end step, return target creature of the chosen type from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter. I'm not looking at either. I'm going to be protecting my dinosaurs, or if they're dead, they're dead. I don't care. I might get some of them back, but with Pantlaza, I'm going to be discovering new ones all the time. It's like I'm digging them up from the ground. Wrathful Raptors. Oh, I didn't know this was in the pre-con, dude. This one's really good. Wrathful Raptors. 4 and a red for a 5/5 creature dinosaur with trample. Whenever a dinosaur I control is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target that isn't a dinosaur. That is staying in. Super good. Super good. We got Curious Altosaur, 3 and a green for a 2/5 dinosaur, vigilance and reach. Whenever a dinosaur I control deals combat damage to a player, I draw a card. That is gonna be good. Yeah. Dinosaur egg, 1 and a green for a 0/3 dinosaur egg. It's got evolve. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if that creature has greater power or toughness than this creature, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. When it dies, you may discover X, where X is its toughness. I'm gonna be discovering a lot anyway, so I'm not gonna need that. It's nice. It's a good addition to the deck for like a pre-con, and I like the design too. It like starts cracking. It gets stronger and stronger, like it's growing, and then when it dies, it cracks, and then you go get a dinosaur. That is such a cool, flavorful card. Oh, Scion of Calamity. 3 and 2 green for a 5/5 dinosaur. Myriad. So whenever this attacks, it makes 2 other copies attacking the other players. And then you exile them at the end of combat. When Scion of Calamity deals combat damage to a player, destroy target artifact or enchantment that player controls. This deck is really strong. I can already tell. Sunfrill Imitator. 2 and a green for a 3/3 dinosaur. Whenever Sunfrill Imitator attacks, you may have it become a copy of another target dinosaur you control, except its name is Sunfrill Imitator and has this ability. If I do have like a stronger dinosaur on there, yeah, we'll keep it in. We might swap it out. It seems good. Progenitor's Icon, 3 mana artifact. As Progenitor's Icon enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Add 1 mana, add in color. The next spell of the chosen type you cast this turn can be cast as though it had flash. So I think I'm going to keep that in because I can cast a dinosaur and on someone else's turn, and then Pantlaza will trigger again. Akroma's Will. That's a card. 3 and a white for an instant. Choose 1. If you control your commander, as you cast this spell, you may choose both. Creatures you control gain flying, vigilance, and double strike until the end of turn. Creatures you control gain lifelink, indestructible, and protection from all colors until the end of turn. So this is like a game winner. Like, you're gonna win. If you cast this, swing all out. You're killing 1, maybe 2 people, or all the players at the table. This card is crazy, and I finally got one. I think it's like $15 right now. It's insanity. That's definitely staying in the deck. Then we got Kinjali's Sunwing. 2 and a white for a 2/3 dinosaur with flying. Creatures your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped. I like that. I like when they're tapped, because then you can swing in for more damage. Temple Altosaur, 4 and a white for 3/4. If the source would deal damage to another dinosaur you control, prevent all but 1 that damage. So basically, you're gonna have indestructible, kinda. But it still does damage, so it still triggers Enrage, which is cool. Waking Sun's Avatar for 5 and 3 white for a 7/7 dinosaur avatar. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, destroy all non-dinosaur creatures. I love one-sided board wipes. That's gonna stay in. Zitalpa. I don't know if I'll keep this in the deck. It seems good. 8 mana. Probably won't discover into it. Oh, Ashandra's Ignition. 3 and 2 red for a sorcery. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature and each opponent. I might actually put this in a different deck. Either my Eshki, Teamer's Roar deck, or my Valgavoth deck. Because I think Valgavoth, because he gets so big. Each other creature and each opponent. Yeah, I might put it in the deck. Itali Promise Storm. I actually got a better, cooler version of this that I'm going to put in the deck. 4 and 2 red for a 6/6 Elder Dinosaur. Whenever Itali Primal Storm attacks, exile the top card of each player's library, including your own. Then you may cast any number of spells from among those cards without paying their mana costs. Pretty good. It helps if you have haste, so you can get that attack out real quick, because he is not long for the battlefield. Fiery Confluence, 2 and 2 red. Choose 3. You may choose the same mode more than once. Fiery Confluence. You can either deal 1 damage to each creature, 2 damage to each opponent, or destroy target artifact. So if you use all 3 modes, that's cool. But you can do up to 3 damage to each creature, or do 6 damage to each opponent. Pretty good. And then, or destroy 3 artifacts. Marauding Raptor for 1 and red for a 2/3 dinosaur. Creature spells you cast cause 1 less to cast. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Marauding Raptor deals 2 damage to it. If a dinosaur is dealt damage this way, Marauding Raptor gets +2/+0 till the end of turn. That would trigger that Enrage ability, but I don't think we're going that way. Still, very good for the other commander, though. Apex Altasaur. I actually played this little fella last night and cast... so I went to attack with him, and before blocks, I cast Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Just a little 1 single green mana. Gave it indestructible. So I basically wiped out their entire boards. Kept fighting. Nothing. I think there was a Galta left on the board because he couldn't do more than 10 damage. Or no. Yeah, I did wipe the board. It just wipes everything off. So I plan on putting like Tamiyo Safekeeping in here and some other protection spells. So he's going to stay. I don't think that I'm going to be Cascade or Discovering into him, but still a very good card. Death Gorge Scavenger. 2 and a green for a 3/2 dinosaur. Whenever Death Gorge Scavenger enters the battlefield or attacks, you may exile target card from a graveyard. If a creature card is exiled this way, you gain 2 life. If a non-creature card is exiled this way, Death Gorge Scavenger gets +1/+1 till the end of turn. That's a lot of text for not much effect. I think he's gonna be out. It's always good to have graveyard hate in your decks, but I think I'm gonna put a rest in peace. Just that. Descendant's Path. It's 2 and a green for an enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library if it's a creature card that shares a creature type with a creature you control. You may cast it without paying its mana costs. If you don't cast it, put it on the bottom of your library. So if I get lucky and flip over a dinosaur, it goes on the field. And then I still get to draw. I'll try it out. I do have Lurking Predators in the deck that I'm going to upgrade. Rampaging Brontodon. 5, 6, 7. 5 and 2 green for a 7/7 dinosaur with trample. Whenever it attacks, it gets +1/+1 until the end of turn for each land you control. I like him. He's big. I got him in my landfall deck too, just because I have so many lands on the field. Like, it's kind of dumb not to. And he's got trample. Woo. Regal Behemoth. I think this guy used to be a beast, and they eroded him to be a dinosaur. 4 and 2 green for a 5/5 dinosaur creature with trample. When Regal Behemoth enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. Yay! That's when you, if you're the monarch, you draw a card at your end step. But if somebody does combat damage to you, they take the monarch. So I like adding the monarch into games because, I don't know, it's just really fun. And it changes up the games a little bit. So whenever you tap a land for mana while you're the monarch, add an additional 1 mana of any color. He seems fun. Yeah, I'm gonna put him out. Return of the Wild Speaker. You're going right in, buddy. I love this card. What I've heard is this deck needs more card draw. So the more card draw, the better. 4 and a green for an instant. Draw cards equal to the greatest power among non-human creatures control. So you're drawing a lot of creatures, or a lot of cards. Ripjaw Raptor. 2 and 2 green for a 4/5 dinosaur with Enrage. Whenever Ripjaw Raptor is dealt damage, draw a card. Very solid. Gonna keep all the card draw I can get. Rich Card's Expertise, love this card too. 4 and 2 green for sorcery. Draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. You may cast a spell with mana value 5 or less from your hand without paying its mana cost. So say you got this card and another card that's 5 mana or 6 mana or whatever. So you can cast this instead and still cast that other card for free, or maybe a different card, potentially different card. Runic Armasaur, 1 and 2 green for a 2/5 dinosaur. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of a creature or land that isn't a mana ability, you may draw a card. I'm not sure. People are telling me that this is a really good card. It activates an ability of a creature or land that isn't a mana ability. I don't know. People are saying this card is bonkers good. I'm going to keep it in there. We'll see. All right, I think we got halfway through. We still got these few to go through. I think most of these are lands, though. And then we're going to get back and we're going to get into the upgrades. Okay, so we got Shifting Ceratops. It just looks like a regular dinosaur. That's what I like about these dinosaurs. They just look like dinosaurs. I mean, they could look like real dinosaurs. We don't know what they look like, you know? 2 and 2 green for a 5/4 dinosaur. This spell can't be countered. Protection from blue. You can pay a green. Shifting Ceratops gains your choice of reach, trample, or haste until the end of turn. So we got Topiary Stomper. This was a solid. I definitely grabbed this for the deck. 1 and 2 green for a 4/4 plant dinosaur. He's a plant. Look. He's like a bush walking through the city. He's got vigilance. So that means when you attack, you don't have to tap him down. He stays up to block. When Topiary Stomper enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. And he can't attack or block unless you got 7 or more lands. That's going to be really easy for us to achieve. So definitely going to keep him in there. Plus, he's just a... I like him. Verdant Sun's Avatar. 5 and 2 green for a 5/5 dinosaur avatar. Whenever Verdant Sun's Avatar or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. I don't really care about gaining life. I'm just going to play a lot of like big creatures and hit people with very fast. But I think I'm going to put him in a different deck that I need to gain life because people hit me a lot. He would go really good in my Kona Rescue Beastie. And I'll just play him for free. You know? Yeah, it's whenever him or another creature enters the battlefield under my control. So, yeah, I'm going to set that aside for the other deck. Oh, a Wayward Swordtooth. I took this out of another deck last night to put in here. It's 2 and a green for a 5/5 dinosaur, which is crazy value. He's got Ascend. If you control 10 or more permanents, you get the city's blessing for the rest of the game. That includes lands. So if you're playing the game, you're getting the city's blessing. The city's like, hell yeah, dude. Thanks for the land. Thank you for building this little town. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Wayward Swordtooth can't attack or block unless you have the city's blessing. Super easy to do. Awesome dinosaur. Definitely staying in. Quartzwood Crasher. 2 red and a green for a 6/6 dinosaur beast. Trample. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player. Created XX green dinosaur beast creature token with trample, where X is the amount of damage those creatures dealt to that player. I don't think all the dinosaurs have trample, so can't do it. Plus, that's a lot of stuff to read. I don't like reading that much. I'm a Gruul player at heart. Speaking of Gruul, 3 and we got Regisaur Alpha, 3 and Gruul for a 4/4 dinosaur. Other dinosaurs you control have haste. That's what I like. Whenever it enters the battlefield, create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token with trample. And then you can just swing in with both of them. Oh no, you can just swing in with the token right away. But hey, I think I'm going to keep him in there. Plus he looks cool. I think he looks dope. Xenagos, God of Revels. That's not a dinosaur. What the hell? It's a 3 and a Gruul for 6/5 legendary enchantment creature god, indestructible. As long as your devotion to red and green is less than 7, Xenagos isn't a creature. So it's an indestructible enchantment. But it can't attack or block. At the beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature you control gains haste and gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is that creature's power. So this would go good in both my Bar the Brambles deck or in my Eshki deck. Zakama. Oh, he comes in the deck too. Well, well, well. Look at this little guy. Isn't he cute? Look at him. He's adorable. Zakama Primal Calamity, 6 in Naya for a 9/9 legendary creature elder dinosaur. Vigilance, Reach, and Trample. When Zakama Primal Calamity enters the battlefield, if you cast it, untap all lands you control. That's crazy. That's already crazy. And then he's got other effects. 2 and a red, Zakama deals 3 damage to target creature. So you can just burn a creature, boom. 2 and a green, destroy target artifact or enchantment just repeatedly. Like, you can keep doing that repeatedly. Or you can pay 2 and a white, you gain 3 life. Not really gonna need that because nobody's gonna get through this guy. Jeez, I mean, if you run this as your commander, they're gonna kill you by the time you can't even get him out. He's a 3-headed dinosaur, dude. But yeah, he's staying in. Lifecrafter's Bestiary. I used to use this card, actually. It's a 3-mana artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1. And then whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay green. If you do, draw a card. I don't like paying extra. I just like regular stuff that just draws me cards when a creature enters, which I have. So that'll be coming out. Arch of Orazga. It's a land. Ascend, like if you had the City's Blessing. You can tap it, add a colorless, or pay 5, draw a card. Activate only if you have the City's Blessing. 5 to tap and draw a card is ridiculous. So yeah, this land, nah. We need our colors anyway. We need to make sure we have our colors. Canopy Vista. It's a fetchable land. Enters the battlefield tap unless you control 2 or more basic lands. We'll definitely have enough. Cinderglade, same thing, but in Gruul. And this is enters the battlefield tap unless you control a mountain or plains. Definitely really good on the dual land package here. Exotic Orchard, 90% of the time you're going to be tapping for one of your colors at least. The Fortified Village, so these I don't really like that much because you don't always have a forest or a plains in your hand. In dual colored, I would stick with it. But I don't know. We're in 3 colors. Not really happening. Same thing with this. Game Trail. Same thing. Forest or a mountain. Kessig Wolf Run. This is a solid land. You can tap it for colorless. Or you can pay X and Gruul. Target creature gets X plus O and gains trample to the end of turn. I run this in a deck where it just barely have any trample. Most of these creatures have trample. I think it's okay. Mosswort Bridge, I'm keeping it in. I love this card. It's cheated out so many crazy creatures. Path of Ancestry, we're running dinosaurs. We're keeping all of those. Rogue's Passage, this target creature can't be blocked this turn. I don't know why they put that in the deck, but I guess you can do like an all-out assault and just swing in with a big old Zakama or something. I'll keep it in. Secluded Courtyard. Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type or activate. I like this in tribal decks. I'll keep it. Temple of the False God. People hate on this card. I don't care. I love it. It's a turn 5 Ancient Tomb that doesn't hurt you. Turn 5. Or maybe even turn 3 or 2. Maybe not. If you ramp enough, Yeah, I love this card. I put it in all my decks. I don't care. I don't care what you guys say. Leave a comment down below if you love Temple of the False God like me. Terramorphic Expanse. I did away with these. We got the fetch lands, baby. Thriving Bluff. I understand it's a precon, but come on, Wizards. Give us some better lands than these. They come in tapped and you choose a color and you add white or the other color. It's just mana fixing. Just so the game can run smoothly. Unclaimed Territory, basically the same thing. Add 1 mana of any color to cast a creature spell of the chosen type. We're in 3 colors. I'll keep it in. And then we got our forests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 forests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oop. 1, 2, 3, 4 plains. and 4 mountains. I guess the green, I'd rather have green than anything. I think I'm just gonna keep the basic land base as is. So these are the ones we're gonna keep. We already went through those. Okay, so this is our land base. 39 lands. 39 lands. I think I'm gonna take 2 out, yeah? I like the scribe. You know what? I think I might add the scribe lands. You think that'd be better? That way I can kind of scry and see if I can discover or something? Yeah. I'm gonna keep the scry lands. So I'm gonna find more scry lands to put in the deck. This is tight. Look at that. The deck is complete, guys. The deck is complete. I think we did it. Look at that. We did it! Yay! Pantlaza is built. I think I'm gonna use this version too until I get a cooler one. Sweet! Now, I just need some sleeves. If you guys are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. It helps the algorithm. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/PizzaPeel. Go ahead and follow me on there. We have a Whatnot stream on Tuesdays for One for All games. Tuesdays at 7 p.m. CST. So come check me out. We got ripping ships and we're doing all kinds of things. We got an event coming up at the end of the month, the 25th. I'll be doing a long Whatnot stream from 5 to whenever I decide to pass out. So feel free to join that. We got plenty of product to rip on the stream as well. So I'll be right back. I'm going to switch these things over. If you're watching on YouTube, peace. Bye.